諦めない心君とならば頑張れる無駄なことはないよ上を向いて笑おう一度君の時だから
これからも僕は君のおかげで幸せでいるんだ。
眩しいわ。ケイ、あなたはいつも浅いケイね。
Keiya's side lives in the oceanside city of Sakuraba, a town where the inhabitants are born with strange abilities. On the school rooftop one day, he meets Misora Haruki, an apathetic girl with the power to reset anything around her up to 3 days prior. While no one knows when she has successfully reset, not even Haruki, Kei can retain everything before the reset thanks to his own ability, photographic memory. After they successfully help someone by combining their powers, they join the service club to aid others in their town. However, their club becomes involved with and begins completing missions for the mysterious Administration Bureau, an organization that focuses on managing abilities in Sakuraba and manipulating the town's events for their own ends. They may find out that there are more things at work in Sakuraba than the machinations of the uncanny organization.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 9.
ちゃんと言いなよ。見てるから。私もかけるのこと。
さっきのホームランかっこよかった。
Naho Takamiya's first day of her sophomore year of high school is off to an uneasy start. After waking up late, she receives a strange letter addressed to her. However, the letter is from herself, 10 years in the future. At first, Naho is skeptical of the note. Yet, after witnessing several events described to take place, she realizes the letter really is from her 26-year-old self. The note details that Naho's future life is filled with regrets and she hopes that her younger self can correct these mistakes that were made in the past. The letter also warns her to keep a close eye on the new transfer student, Kakeru Naruse. Naho must be especially careful in making decisions involving him, as Kakeru is not around in the future. With the letter as her guide, Naho now has the power to protect Kakeru before she comes to regret it once more.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 8.
え？ガラケー？あ。2006年。
Life is not going well for 28-year-old Kyoya Hashiba. Having left his office job to pursue a career in the video game industry, his internship at a popular gaming studio abruptly ends, leaving him unemployed and forcing him to move back with his parents. Additionally, his jealousy towards the success of the Platinum Generation, a group of similarly aged creators, has caused him to regret his decision to attend a traditional university instead of an arts college. Even though he believes there are no second chances in life, Kyoya is suddenly given one when he wakes up one day and finds himself 10 years in the past. Instead of choosing business school like he originally had, Kyoya decides to pursue his passions and attends the Oonaka University of Art.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 7.
いいわ。どうせ夢の中だもん。
ノブナ。
High school student Yoshihara Sagara wakes up and finds himself in the middle of a raging Sengoku period battle. He is saved by the legendary Hideyoshi Toyotomi, but at the cost of the hero's life. With his dying breath, the warrior pleads for Yoshiharu to become a feudal lord in his place. Now that the course of history has been changed, Yoshiharu pledges to keep the timeline from diverging any further. Yet, after rescuing Nobuna Oda, whom he discovers is actually the fabled Nobunaga Oda's famous counterpart, Yoshiharu realizes he has been transported to an alternate reality where most of Japan's historical warlords are now cute girls. To set things right and find a way back home, Yoshiharu agrees to become one of Nobuna's retainers and assist her in the conquest of Japan.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 6.
落ち着く。
3、2、1。
Mei Ayasuki is just your ordinary everyday high school girl. That is until one night, when the moon is full and red, she's transported through time to the Meiji period by Charlie, a self-proclaimed magician. She ends up in a strange Meiji-era Tokyo, where the existence of ghosts is accepted. Led by Charlie, she finally arrives at the Rokumekan. There, waiting for her to arrive, are the historical figures Oga Imori, Shunso Hishida, Otojiro Kawakami, Kyoka Izumi, Gojo Furita, Yakumo Koizumi, and Tosuke Iwasaki. While interacting with these men, she discovers she is a Tamayori, someone who can see ghosts, a skill that is heavily valued in the Meiji period.
Number 5.
Despite the kaleidoscopic magic ingrained in everyday life, Hitomi Tsukishiro's monochrome world is deprived of emotion and feeling. On a night as black and white as any other, amidst the fireworks spreading across the sky, Hitomi's grandmother, Kohaku, conjures a spell, for which she has been harnessing the moonlight for 60 years to send Hitomi back in time to the year 2018 when Kohaku was in high school. Hitomi's mission seems unclear, but her grandmother assures her that she will know when she gets there. Following a trip through time aboard a train driven by a strange yellow creature, Hitomi finds herself in stoic artist Yuito Aoi's room, and his drawings flood her world with color. What is Hitomi's purpose there, and why do Yuito's drawings return such breathtaking color to her drab world?
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 4.
Kaori Sasaki, a member of Uchihama Academy's astronomy club, confesses to So Akiyama, but later that evening she dies in a tragic road accident. Her friends and fellow club members mourn her death in a local hospital, yet she shows up to school the following day and no one senses anything amiss. The day finishes without any unusual incidents, and the group of friends plan for the upcoming cultural festival. Suddenly, the room is shaken by an unnatural earthquake. Everyone splits up to investigate except for Nagisa Hanamiya, who stays behind. As everyone leaves, Nagisa notices that the odd relic-like cube that she was toying with starts emitting a strange blue light. Meanwhile, So stumbles upon an unconscious naked girl lying in a pool of water.
花になりたいのです。どんな時もずっと
Number 3.
とんでもない。行こう。どこへでも行くよ。行こう。
Makimura Kotaro has made up his mind. During the summer vacation, he is going to confess his love to the seemingly unapproachable Serizawa Kaho. Yet, on the night before, he has a run-in with a strange girl, an encounter which propels him into the future. There, he he learns that not only has Kaho-chan become his girlfriend, but she has also died in a tragic accident. Returning to his own time, Kotaro sets out to change the future and save his love.
Number
'High school student Aoi Ayoi lives with her elder sister, Akane, after a tragic accident took their parents away 13 years ago. Because Akane has since been taking care of her single-handedly, Aoi wants to move to Tokyo after her graduation to relieve her sister's burden and pursue a musical career, inspired by Akane's ex-boyfriend Shinnosuke Shino Kanamura. Shino was part of a band until he left for Tokyo to become a professional guitarist after her sister's parents passed away, and he was never to be seen again. One afternoon, while Aoi practices her bass in a guest's house, she gets startled by the 18-year-old version of Shino from 13 years ago. As if coincidence, the current 13-year-old Shino has also returned to town, but he has changed drastically. There are now two Shinos in existence, but why is the Shino from the past present?
Number 1.
逃げなきゃ。待ってちゅ、このままだと大変なことに。無理ですかやさん、間に合わない。消えちゃう。だってそんな歴史は決して覆ることはないの。
13-year-old Yasaka is a boy staying at his grandfather's house during his summer vacation. One day, he entered the store and met Arashi, a beautiful 16-year-old girl working there. After trying to protect her from a man who claims to have been hired by her family to take her back by force, Yasaka ran away with her and now she stays at his grandpa's place with him. It didn't take much time for Yasaka to figure out that his new friend is far from an ordinary girl, as she possesses mysterious powers. The plot thickens when he finds a 60-year-old picture of Arashi and another girl named Kaja, and, to the surprise of all, Kaja suddenly appears, and just like Arashi, her appearance hasn't changed at all since then.